Good day everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about Raspberry Pi. And before that, here is the list of our topic we're going to discuss. And if you find it interesting, then stay with me in the whole video. So what is Raspberry Pi? According to raspberrypi.org, Raspberry Pi is a low-cost credit card-sized computer that is plugged into a computer, monitor, or TV and uses a standard keyboard. All over the world, people use Raspberry Pi to learn programming skill, build hardware projects, do home automation, and even use in the industrial application. So the Raspberry Pi was developed in February 24, 2012 in United Kingdom by the Raspberry Pi Foundation to promote teaching of basic computer science in schools and in developing countries. According to the Raspberry Pi Foundation, more than 5 million Raspberry Pi were sold for February 2015. That was 3 years ago before the launching of the first device, making it the best-selling British computer, and by November of 2016, it had sold 11 million units and 12.5 by March 2017, making it the third best-selling general-purpose computer. In July 2017, sales reached nearly 15 million, and in March 2018, sales reached 19 million. Raspberry Pi model is great, but there are several versions of them, so which one to use? So, here is our table. So, as we can see, we have here the list of our versions of Raspberry Pi, and we can see also the product, the SoC or the system on a chip, the speed, the RAM, the USB port, Ethernet, the wireless, and the Bluetooth. So first in line, we have the RPI Model A Plus or the Raspberry Pi Model A Plus. It has a system on a chip BCM or Broadcom 2835 and 700 MHz of speed, the RAM of 512 MB, USB port, it has one, it has no Ethernet features yet, also with a wireless feature and a Bluetooth feature. So second, we have the RPI Model B Plus. It has a SoC BCM 2835, 700 MHz of speed, RAM of 512 MB, and now it has a 4 USB ports, and it has 100 base /T Ethernet, and it has no wireless feature yet, and also with a Bluetooth. So we have next the RPI 2 Model B. It has SoC BCM 2836/7. It has 900 MHz speed, a RAM of 1 GB, and 4 USB ports, the Ethernet version of 100 base /T, and also it has no wireless feature yet together with a Bluetooth. So, among the list of versions of Raspberry Pi, you might wonder what is the latest version. So, I will cite two. First is the Raspberry Pi 3 Model D Plus, which is by far the fastest, most user-friendly, and most forgiving Pi. The Raspberry Pi 3 Model D Plus is the latest version of the flagship Model Ds, and feature the most connectivity, including onboard 5 GHz Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So, second in line, we have the Raspberry Pi Model A Plus. This version is the smaller sibling of the 3 Model D Plus with the same processor and onboard Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. However, the Model A Plus has a smaller physical footprint and 512 MB of memory. It's ideal for slightly smaller projects which require the speed of the B Plus but have a more restricted physical space to use. So that's the two latest versions of the Raspberry Pi. So here are some of the application or projects that a Raspberry Pi can do. So first, we have here the wireless print server. This print server can access from any device that you interface for and will provide a useful means to do that office work. So next, we have the VPN server. With the Raspberry Pi VPN virtual private network, you can encrypt all data traffic in one network. So next, we have the video game console application. Raspberry Pi's abilities enable it to play arcade games or in the style of an early generation game console. Next, we have the Magic Mirror. This is a one-way mirror which conceals a monitor and a mini computer. The time, the weather, upcoming appointments, and much more can be displayed on the mirror's glass. Now, these are the components that can be found in the Raspberry Pi board. So namely, we have the status LED, USB controller, 2x USB 2.0, the Ethernet jack, the CSI camera connector, the HDMI, system on chip or SoC, micro USB, SD card slot, PCI display connector, the T-Type header, GPIO pins, the video out, JTAG pins, and the audio out. And another thing, these components play a big role in this board, so the board must be handled very carefully. Now we're down here to the price comparison. In this table, we can see that the different version of Raspberry Pi has also different prices. So the Raspberry Pi Model A Plus has a $35 price. The RPI Model B Plus has a $35 price also. The RPI 2 Model B has a $35 price also. The RPI 3 Model B has a $35 price also. Then the RPI 3 Model A Plus has $25 price, so it decreases 10 US dollars. And the RPI 3 Model B Plus has a $35 price. The RPI 4 Model B has a $35 price also. Then the RPI 0, I think this is the cheapest. It has a $5 price. And then the RPI 0W, it has only $10 price. And the RPI 0WH, it has a $15 price.